Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ehsan, and in today's video we're going to solve another IELTS reading test from Cambridge 16, test 1, reading passage 3. And in today's video we're going to cover the summary completion questions. Previously we covered multiple choice questions, now this type of questions. It's a good idea to have a pencil and take notes and turn off any distractors such as your cell phones. To have your full concentration, I'm going to give you some tips and strategies to tackle this kind of questions so much easily. And it is a good idea to have a smile on your face. But before we get started, if you're new here, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and also the notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video, you'll be aware of it. Let's jump into it. As always, I split the page into two halves. On the left hand side, you can see the passage, and on the right hand side you can see the questions that I'm going to cover in this particular video. Here it says that complete the summary. Okay, for questions 31 to 34, you just had to not write a word, just write these letters from A, B, C, D, E, F, G in these blank spaces in here. Okay, so first of all, you had to go through the passage, find the keywords, the algorithmication of jobs. So this is the main keyword to look for it in the passage. First, you had to find this, and then you're going to find Stella Pashidi. Okay, algorithmication. Here is Pashidi, and here is algorithmication. So probably we're gonna find the answer for the first question in here. Now let's just read the sentence. Stella Pashidi of Cambridge Business School has been focusing on the algorithmication of jobs which rely not on production but on what? Rely on what? So here it says that believes that some of the most fundamental changes are happening as a result of the algorithmication of jobs that are dependent on data rather than on production. So it's completely obvious that the answer is data, but you couldn't find data in here. Instead, you find information. So you write down G in here to answer this question. Question 31, the answer is G, which is the synonym of data, information. Okay, next question. While monitoring a telecommunications company, so you had to go through the paragraph, find telecommunication company. Pashidi observed a growing what on the recommendations made by AI as workers begin to learn through the algorithm's eyes. And this is another one. You had to find telecommunications company, still talking about Pashidi, okay? And then algorithm's eyes. So where it is, just look through the paragraph, practice this. You had to skim the whole paragraph to find telecommunications company, to not go through the whole passage. This is the telecommunication company. Okay, now where is algorithm's eyes? I don't see algorithm's eyes in here. Did you see? No, not here. So maybe next paragraph. Here it is. This is algorithm's eyes. So the answer is somewhere between these two paragraphs. Okay, between these two paragraphs. I don't know. Another issue is the extent to which let me just Pashidi observed a growing something on the recommendations made by AI. Okay, so growing what? For over 2 years, Pashidi monitored the telecommunications company. The way telecom sales people work is through personal and frequent contact with clients, using the benefits of experience. Maybe you could find something related to growing, increasing something, I don't know, growing something. However, important vocabulary to notice. As always, I told you, after however, but you're gonna see the answer. Most of the time, the company had started using a or an algorithm that defined when account managers should contact certain customers about which kinds of campaigns and what to offer them. Actually, this is the answer to another question for this passage. The algorithm usually built by external designers often becomes the keeper of knowledge. She explains, in cases like this, Pashidi believes a short-sighted view begins to creep into working practices whereby workers learn through the algorithm's eyes and become dependent on its instructions. In its instructions, this is the recommendations made by AI. Okay, this is the first thing to notice in here. So, and here this on will help you on. So become dependent on. This is the answer for this question. Now, which vocabulary in this table meaning dependent? Dependent means rely. So reliance is the right answer. So E is the right answer for this question. E. So the next question. Meanwhile, staff are deterred from experiencing and using their own what and are therefore prevented from achieving innovation. Using their own what? So maybe next sentence, alternative explorations where experimentation and human instinct, because normally the questions and answers are in the same order. Alternative explorations where experimentation and human instinct lead to progress and new ideas are effectively discouraged. Here it says prevented, discouraged from achieving innovation, new ideas. So from experiment and using their own what? Human instinct. Their own, what is the meaning of, what is the synonym of human instinct in this table? And don't forget, we already use E and G. You just can use once. So what is the synonym of human instinct? Here, tada, intuition. So C is the answer for this question. And as you can see, this sentence is just a paraphrase of this sentence in here. Okay, get it? Paraphrasing. And I already provide you an IELTS keyword table for this kind of test to look at these paraphrasing, for example, new ideas, innovations, prevented, discouraged, this sort of things, and human instinct, of course, intuition. Okay, next question. To avoid the kind of situations which Pashidi observed, researchers are trying to make AI's decision-making process easier to comprehend and to increase users' what with regard to the technology. It's still talking about Pashidi. This is really important to notice. You see, after this paragraph, you can see here Pashidi, and here it's somebody else. So your answer for question 34 must be into these two paragraphs. Must be hidden into this. This is really important to know where to look for. Okay? To increase users what? Something related to users with regard to the technology. Pashidi and colleagues even observed people developing strategies to make the algorithm work to their own advantage. We are seeing cases where workers feed the algorithm with false data to reach their targets, she reports. It's scenarios like these that many researchers are working to avoid. Their objective is to make AI technologies more trustworthy and transparent, so that organizations and individuals understand how AI decisions are made. I think this is the answer for another question, and if we highlight it, if we completed the whole passage in once, we're not going to read that again. Okay. In the meantime, says Pashidi, we need to make sure we fully understand the dilemmas. We fully understand the dilemmas that this new word raises regarding expertise, with regard to the technology, regarding expertise, occupational boundaries, and control. This means that with regard to the technology, this is the paraphrase for that. This is the paraphrase for with regard to the technology. Okay, so increase users what? We fully understand the dilemmas. We had to make sure fully understand what is the synonym of this. Pressure, no. Promotion, no. Satisfaction, no. Confidence. We had to raise the confidence of the users. So confidence, no, be careful. You had to just write down F for this question in your answer sheet. G, E, C, and F for question 31 to 34. And this is the end of this video. Don't forget that this is the passage 3, so maybe it's somehow difficult for you to complete this summary, but I try to explain it in an easy way. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.